Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. If you are watching on the VOD on YouTube and think, where can I watch these races live? Join us on twitch.tv/SpeedGaming. We are currently on SpeedGaming 2. Make sure you follow all the SpeedGaming channels so that you don't miss any of the great action like this race we have coming to you tonight from our Zelda 1 randomizer community. This is from the TTP Season 3 bracket races. The TTP is the Triforce triple play. We do 3 races every night, one at 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and midnight. And we have seasons that run, and we take the top finishers each season, put them in a bracket, and have them face off. I am Deus Ex Machina. I am joined tonight on the call with mainly Retro207, and behind the scenes running the tracker is Camion. So how is everybody doing out there tonight?
Doing awesome tonight. How's chat doing tonight?
Yeah, this is I'm looking really forward to this race. This was one, whenever I saw it on the schedule, I knew I had to sign up to call this. These are our 2 champions from the 2024-2025 winter/spring tournament. jessandy won the upper bracket, the high rule bracket, the main overall winner, and BBQ won the low rule bracket, the second chance bracket, so to speak. So we are underway. We are starting over in the desert and immediately find a dungeon. Dungeon 3 is actually a good one to find early. It likes to have an item just sitting on the floor sometimes. I have definitely found some good stuff just sitting on the floor. There's our bait block already.
Yeah, it's always nice to find those early items. It's also good to know, Jess also has that key of revenge after BBQ did eliminate her from her chance at brackets during live.
Yeah, SGL Live, and BBQ also took game 1. So, yeah, this is Jess came in with the higher seed, so you would think she would be the favorite, but she is down 1 game to nothing. She is fighting for her tournament life here tonight. Should also mention we are on the power flag set tonight. There's an 81 large secret for BBQ. He's going to up a save. I like that. That way, if you hit a bunch of door repairs, you don't lose your money. But yeah, we are on the power flag set tonight. That means it is First Quest Overworld with no heart shuffle. White sword is the white sword item, and it is locked to 4 or 5 hearts, so a little bit lower. There's a recorder on the coast. Jess will like to see that. That's her favorite item in the game.
She's gonna need to find that ladder if she wants it.
That is true. And Magical Sword is 11 or 12 hearts, so a little bit lower. So might see runners prioritizing heart pickups. A little bit of divergence from our runners with BBQ up in the Lost Hills, just still coming through the forest. Finds our Magical Sword up at 1Q5. Post voice on the Overworld are always tricky because they do that weird thing where they'll screen wrap around. So if you're trying to do a screen scroll, you can get caught out, and that's rough for BBQ. He found a take-in. He didn't take either item from it. He did this before in a race that I called. He left them sitting there. I think he likes to see what the cost of the candle is. If he can find a quick candle shop, then he'll take the heart. Otherwise, he'll come back and take the candle later.
Yeah.
There's our power bracelet.
Yep, power bracelet as our Armos item.
So we're going to get a pretty immediate power bracelet check. Now Jess finds the large secret. Oh, level 6. And it's Wizrobe, so we are not getting very far without a sword. BBQ is back out on the Overworld. He's heading over towards the northeast corner. Finds a door repair. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's the minimum door repair. I believe he was sitting at 81 and went down to 66, so that's a minus 15, which is the lowest that it can roll. And finds level 5. Both runners peeking these dungeons early, but not finding anything. In fact, that one's completely bomb blocked. We're going to have to come back for that one. $32 medium secrets. That, not the greatest, but not the worst it could be either. Both runners sitting on some decent money at the moment. I believe we're just trying to sync up the runners there. That's why I just paused for a minute. A little behind the scenes action.
Both runners definitely taking a little bit different routes, but now are just clearing the same area.
Yeah, still looking for that sword. It looks like it's going to be over on the western side of the map because we've got pretty good clearance going on the eastern side at this point. Neither runner has made it around Vanilla Starter up into Death Mountain yet. Or I'll tell you what would really bum out BBQ is if the sword is at the top of the waterfall when he died trying to get up there. Chat's calling for 1Q9 cave. I don't think it can be in... Oh, the East Death Mountain cave? Okay, yeah. Yeah, that would definitely... The sword does seem to like the roll there for some reason. Just does take
any
heart. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised she didn't take a candle. She normally likes to take that candle there, but I think maybe she's looking for the white sword. Because if you can find the white sword, then you can take the candle from... Oh, she dies on the waterfall screen too! But you can take the candle from the wood sword cave if you can find the white sword cave.
BBQ's now making his way over towards 1Q start.
Find our first any roads. Ooh, that one didn't go very far. That's not the greatest spread on the any roads, is it? Because you'd like to see at least one of them get you up towards Death Mountain.
Yeah, I would have to give that a D-.
This money, though. BBQ already up to 194, Jess at 147. You gotta think both are looking for a candle shop at this point. Finds level 9 on BBQ side at the river. The river spot near start. Gonna up A to get its health back, but not gonna be able to do anything at level 9 quite yet. Oh, a 3 small secret.
Yeah.
Okay, the money situation might have just took a little bit of a turn, but as long as we don't start hitting door repairs until we find that candle shop, we'll be good. BBQ's on half a heart. He's got to be real careful if he's trying to go up to Death Armos after this. You do not want to take a death this far away from where you started. Oh, just snuck in. Hey, you might even want to spend some money here. Jess also on beep strats. She's going to up A in level 9 to get her health back, though. Ah, BBQ got sniped. Yeah, chat was saying buy the arrows. I would have definitely thought about it. I hate having that much money early when you haven't seen door repairs, because you know you're going to lose a bunch of it.
Yeah, and I think he's just still hesitant where he hasn't seen a candle yet.
Yeah, the most the candle can roll up to though is 80. So he could have bought the arrows and still afforded the candle. Now he might have needed to. If he would have hit door repairs, then yeah, I could see. Let's see if Jess buys anything from this shop. She's also down to 1 heart again, though, so needs to get through these screens without taking a hit. Oh! That was so close! Oh no! Oh, but she does get through it. Okay. BBQ finds a bomb shop. There we go. Buys bombs. There's also a bait right there. We've already seen the bait block. It looks like there's going to be a workaround for it. Oh, he tried to get a global 1 bomb dropped.
Jess definitely doing some good dip, dive, duck dodging over there.
Yeah, both runners back to start. I think BBQ, I think this is the first time he's going to see the coast item, so... Jess hopping in the any road, that's pretty smart. Get back, right back where you were. I'm gonna go check 1Q3. Candle shop! Ain't the cheapest thing in the world, but this is a great place to find it, though, because now you've got all this dead woods to burn. Oh, door repair. I always hate coming over to this screen that Jess is on whenever you don't have bombs, because then you gotta come back later to check that spot.
Yeah, I know. I usually save... Oh, and we have the sword.
Oh. Well, maybe we can farm bombs off of these moblins out here, though. Oh, we're not gonna get bombs on Global 1 on her side, either. And I think the next bomb drop's Global 6, so there's not 6 enemies on this screen, so... BBQ gonna buy more bombs. This will be Global 6, the next moblin she kills. There's the bombs for Jess. Oh, and she gets the 6-8 combo. BBQ's up in the grave area. Going to the runners. I thought Jess was heading that way, but maybe she's going to go do this last check down here. I don't blame her. Level 2 found. So we have 2 dungeons blocked. That's hard to say.
Yeah, say that one 5 times fast.
Yeah. Oh, it's another large secret down there in that corner. Just gonna up a save and probably go... Oh, there's the Triforce for BBQ. You can get a Triforce without a sword, at least. And he knows where the recorder is, so you get that Triforce, and then as long as the ladder is not in here, when you get the ladder, you can always record her back. Here's our map of 3. Oh, and it's segmented. Alright, Triforce on the board for BBQ. Takes the Triforce lead despite not having a sword yet. Jess was key blocked out of 3, I believe, so she's going to continue on her way. Gonna go burn the forest now that she has a candle. Oh, finds level 4 right next door to 3.
Yep.
Oh, and a key blocked out of it, too.
So we almost have seen all of our dungeons already. We're just looking for 1, 7, and 8.
luckily there's a cheap key shop right here for Jess, so she's going to stock up on keys and get back in these dungeons. BBQ finds his candle shop. At least that gives him some kind of offense that's not costing him 34 rupees to continue buying. Hey, update back to start though. Where is he off to? He's still looking for that sword. He is.
Oh, he's probably thinking it's up on top of that waterfall again.
Yeah, or maybe heading to East DM. But yeah, it's a shame because he was heading in the right direction. And then, alright, he's going to take the heart. Maybe he's thinking he's going to stumble across the white sword eventually.
Jess is up in the segment of 3 now.
And this is a drop room in 3, so she's clearing it, hoping to get something. Even if it's a key. Did that not bomb, or was the bomb not close enough? Okay, I was going to say, there's no way that doesn't bomb. But I guess it was just like half a tile off. Hey, there's the key I called for. BBQ's going to find level 4. Get the bad news that you can't pirouette anything. Hey, compass. Oh, and the Triforce is up here in this segment.
Yep.
So, look for a quick Triforce grab, and I can't imagine she's not coming back in here after buying keys specifically to get into this dungeon. Unless she wants to go over to 4 first.
Almost feel like she's gonna have to come back in. At least this one you have the map and know the size.
Yeah, I would prioritize, you know, it's the whole devil you know thing. You know what you're dealing with this one. Whereas 4, you might spend that key and then still have... It might not get you anywhere, you know, it's...
With that Triforce pickup, we are tied back up again.
Yeah, the enemy set in 3 is pretty friendly too, chat saying, yep. Oh, BBQ takes a death over in the Dead Woods. Oh, yikes. He's trying to get to the right direction.
Yeah, and he took a death trying to get up to that ferry, no less.
Was this the transport? I'm guessing this was the transport. I actually didn't see where she transported from. Yep, that was the transport then.
It's always nice to see our jumping spiders haven't rolled up.
Yeah, right. I hate when those things roll up. They're almost as bad as when gels roll up. Or keys. This will be our item. Oh, and it's the ladder!
Ladder?
I don't know if it's required yet, but that is one of the best items that you can find early in the game. BBQ now 1 screen away from getting his sword. 17 minutes in, does not feel good to still not have a sword.
Yeah, you gotta think in his mind, he's thinking he's already behind getting the sword at 17 minutes.
Mm. Oh, and I'm betting we're going to have a segmented level 4 as well. Oh, that was like the worst possible time for that like to actually die.
The pancake strike.
I wonder if she'll clear this entire room looking for a drop. I probably would, hoping it drops a map, honestly. That'd probably be the best thing it could drop, would be the map.
Yeah. Or it could be a super room.
Oh, or it's the Triforce. Now this would be interesting if she comes back in for this, because with the ladder you can always go get that recorder and then just flute back to any of your dungeons. That would probably be my priority, is recorder and then just Triforces and hope that you stumble across bow and silvers along the way. But I like to gamble on stuff like that instead of methodically clearing everything, just because I'm not good enough at the methodical clear.
Yeah, same here.
Oh, the Troldongo's trolling her. BBQ. Gonna try to bomb out of here. I don't think it's gonna bomb though. Not now that we know it's segmented. He does have money for keys, and he saw that key shop, so...
Yeah, those keys forced him out of 3 again.
Just gonna spend a key to continue on. Ooh, this has potential. Ooh, combat upgrade.
And the wand, yes. White sword damage.
Ooh, BBQ's gotta be careful now. He's down to 1.5 hearts, and those Lionels can do 2 hearts of damage. How wonderful. I see what you did there, chat. Oh. Oh no! Okay, that's not bad. She wasn't that far from start. She's only about 3 screens away. I see my buddy Mercs is... He's trying to push my buttons in chat.
Keep saying you'll get it one day, but maybe you already get it and he doesn't get it.
He's got a race coming up right after this one.
Yes, he does. That'll be another good one.
Ooh, that's another take any for BBQ, so he is now guaranteed the white sword when we find it. And there's a take any for Jess, so now she's guaranteed the white sword.
Yeah, I think we only have one outstanding spot for a take any that we haven't seen.
Yep. Yeah, that is 3 of our 4 take any's. And there's a recorder pickup for Jess.
Yeah, you know she has a big grin on her face grabbing that. And as Greg always likes to point out and troll her with, the horn.
So BBQ sitting on max money, and I believe that we saw a blue ring shop. Curious if he is thinking blue ring or what he's planning on spending this money on.
Yeah, and I believe it rolled down into the 240s too, so...
I mean, if you're not gonna buy keys with it, because there's that key shop and he's already key blocked out of a couple dungeons. He could go down there and just load up on keys if he wanted to. Jess, meanwhile, in this level 6. Yeah, good way to guarantee he finds the any key. Well, if he buys the blue ring, that's a good way to guarantee he finds the red ring. That's our last take any up in the northeast corner.
Yep, and BBQ grabs another heart, bringing him up to 7.
Speaking of hearts, there's a floor heart for Jess in level 6. Mags may be in play yet. Ooh, compass. Oh, that is very far away. This is either a very large dungeon or it's going to get linear real quick. Or it could be segmented.
Maybe a quadruple segmented 6.
There's some bombs on the floor which Jess would probably like to get to. Oh! The wizard popped right up in front of her. Alright, so BBQ in this level 4 now. He's going to see the Triforce if he clears this room. And then if he comes back in, he'll be rewarded with that wand. Gonna leave the Triforce behind. Oh, no he's not. He was just checking to see if that was a super room. Yeah, I don't blame it, because you don't want to have to clear that room twice. That room took forever to clear.
Yeah, now the question is, will he go back in?
Just one room from the Triforce, but trying to find a workaround. Oh, that key. And the key is just teasing you to try to run out there in the middle of those wizrobes.
Game has jokes.
You got the key, but at what cost?
That's almost as bad as when you get the fairy in a room.
Yeah, the fairy in a wizrobe room and you're trying to chase it around without dying. This is not the push block for BBQ. We saw this on Jess's side. She also cleared it. But BBQ's got to be real careful with only one heart.
Takes Aquamentus out right there.
But I do believe that the push block was only a couple of rooms away from here. I think it's to the left right here. You gotta spend that key though to get in there. So BBQ back down to 0 keys, but probably gonna be pretty happy to find this wand.
Yeah, give him that weapon upgrade.
Oh, just takes a second death to these wizrobes. Actually, that was to the spike trap, I think, is actually what got her, but the wizrobes are what did the bulk of the damage. Alright, BBQ's back in the forest. Where is he heading? Oh, he's just burning bushes. I forgot that he did not have the candle the first time through here. Just spending this much time in level 6 is giving BBQ some time to catch up, though. If he can get through this level 6 cleanly on his first shot, BBQ's gonna buy the bait. I'm not sure. The bait block was
It looked like it had a workaround.
Yeah, we saw the bait block and looked like we could get past it. Actually, I don't even think the bait block matters because it was in 3 and just got the item out of 3 without buying the bait. Well, and the bait block also blocked a key door. So, yeah, chat pointing out buying the bait before buying keys is a very interesting... Because, yeah, the bait block is right here, but it blocks a key door, which you can't... He saw that. I think he just forgot, and I think that was his frustrated way of saying, oh, darn.
Yep. I realized what I just did.
And chat pointing out this is a ladder block Triforce, so Jess is correct ordering this seed so far by having the ladder coming in here. Ooh, the orange wizards rolled up.
Oh, Jess not getting a nickel. Somewhere Boof's putting a check mark.
Oh no, and now BBQ's in this level 6 without the ladder. Could still make up time though if he gets through it. If he gets up there and sees the ladder block early. And actually building up a key count might be good for him in this 6. Because Jess did come out of there key positive, so as long as he gets some keys, that'll get him heading in the right direction in level 3. Jess, meanwhile, back in level 5, which we know is bomb blocked.
And I don't think we saw the item out of 6.
We did not. We saw a floor heart. But Heart Shuffle is not on in this flag set, so every dungeon is going to have a floor heart. I'm not sure if Jess killed this Patra, though. Could this be our item? It is our item, and it's the book, which is an atlas. That is not... Oh, no, it's not an atlas in this flag set. This is the only flag set I think that is not an atlas in the power flag set.
Yeah, I think it's used. Oh, and Jess finds the bow in 5. Ooh.
Well, so yeah, item out of the item in 6 is useless, but at least that's knowledge that he knows that Silvers is not going to be in here. At least book is only an atlas and wisdom. Okay. I kind of like the book being an atlas. It gives it a purpose in the game. Otherwise, it is just a useless item that you will almost never see anybody pick up.
Jess grabbing the Triforce out of 5.
BBQ finds the 4 heart, so he's up to 8 hearts. He did see the magical sword at the top of the Lost Hills, so he is 3 hearts now away from having any chance at it. Jess headed to the top of the waterfall for the first time. Well, second time. First time actually getting into the cave. Gets rewarded with a door repair. Oh, no way to pick those bombs up on the ground up there. If only you had a boomerang.
Right? He's about 50-50 when he sees it if he'll pick it up.
This will be our transport. But it could be a drop room, so worth clearing anyway. Jess with the bow now. I wonder if she'll go buy arrows. Ooh. Oh, this is not a fun room for BBQ. If you're going to take a hit, you'd rather it be from one of the shooters in the corner. Wow, that is a nice Patra combat from BBQ.
Just makes it out of there.
Doesn't get you anything, though.
But it gave the audience one great view of what's needed to kill a Patra in a quad shooter.
Alright, so BBQ out of level 6. I don't think that he saw that the Triforce was ladder blocked in there either. I think he's just looking for easier combat somewhere. Maybe come back to 6 whenever you get the white sword or something. Something that can do more damage to Wizrubes. Back into 3 now with these keys, but looks like he's headed off in the wrong direction. The item and the transport to the Triforce are over on the right side of the map. Over in the little, like, arm. Looks like a waiter carrying a tray.
Yeah, I can see that.
K-Tap applauding in chat that the raft hasn't been found yet. Just going... Oh, she's going to an arrow shop. Okay. So, arrow purchase. Yeah, wasted bait and key. And time. More importantly than any of that, the wasted time of clearing all of this section of the dungeon that is not... It might get him the heart. We didn't see the 4 heart. And that would get that much closer to Mags.
Yeah, and he's still making a little bit quicker work out of this one because Jess did it on wood sword versus the wand.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But Jess also just found level 7 under a recorder block. So that is our 3rd Overworld block dungeon tonight. And that's our Coast Heart in level 7. But just now up to 9 hearts. I think BBQ was trying to see if he could maybe Kanana key that door open. But without rupee speed, I don't think you're going to be able to do that. Okay, so he goes past the transport, which is actually good because the other item is right here to the left. So if he gets the item first and then takes that transport, then he won't have to double dip like Jess did. So this is at least a little bit of luck going his way. Yeah, 3's probably a bit of a wash right now, because if he would have had to have double dipped it the way Jess did, then he definitely would have been faster or slower in here. But now I think that it's about even between the two. He's got some making up to do on the Triforce count, though. That's the compass, or is this the compass room? This was the compass room.
Yeah, this was the compass room.
And then Yeah, then he's going to see that he just needs to bomb north. And he doesn't have to clear, because I think Jess cleared all these dark nuts as well.
She did.
This room does drop a key, which she could desperately use. Oh, just don't die. Just don't die. There's our map of 7. That is a large level 7.
Yes, that is a beefy 7.
If level 7 is that large, that leads me to think that level 9 is probably going to be pretty small. Because 7, 8, and 9 all share a grid. So 7 has to be the smallest of 7, 8, and 9. So if a 7 is large, that means 8 and 9 are probably going to be relatively small, subjectively small compared to what they could be. It's also a, looked like it was a segmented, non-segment type thing where you can't get to that upper part because there's 2 old man rooms there.
Yeah, and she's cleared a good portion of that southeastern part of the map, too.
BBQ heading for his recorder. A cross-section of limestone? I have no idea what that looks like. I will have to Google a cross-section of limestone. BBQ back in level 2. Now, I do like this. Because he got the Triforce out of here without even having a sword. So now that he's got the recorder, he can just recorder back. There's a map of 2. And it is linear. Hopefully it does not require a lot of keys. Hopefully it's all bomb walls.
Looks like the Riddler's question mark.
Now that I can picture. Ooh. This is the only problem with a Wizrobe 2, is that you're looking for floor drops, so you might have to fight these Wizrobes eventually. This will most likely be our transport in 7, just because we've seen pretty much everything else. Oh, that was nice.
Nice bomb
And
work.
it is. It is, in fact, our transport. But now we're in that top section of level 7. And BBQ's in the top section of this level 2. Oh, finds the item, and it's a magic boomerang. Womp womp. Goes ahead and picks it up, though.
So with 8 bombs, it'll be interesting. Is he going to go up and finish Death Mountain? Because nobody's really bombed anything up in Death Mountain yet.
Yeah, and we're also looking for arguably our 2 most valuable dungeons, 1 and 8. The 2 dungeons with multiple items. I think he may have been thinking about that key. It's got 3 keys, but you're also sitting on max money. Oh, finds a dungeon. And there's 8. So now we're just looking for dungeon 1. Ugh. Alright, at least you never have to fight that manhandler ever again. Oh, Jess was in the room with the Triforce in level 7. Was it behind something she couldn't defeat?
I didn't catch that one. I was watching BBQ.
Yeah, it was all the way out in that arm, and she was definitely in that room. She even, when she opened her mini map to up A back to start, you could see she was in there. But she's got a recorder and she's got a bow and arrows.
I wonder if it was a dark nut filled room.
Maybe. It had to have just been something that she didn't want to combat, because she's got a recorder and she's got a bow, so there can't be any bosses blocking us.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, it was a blue dark nut filled room.
BBQ takes a death in this 8. He's gonna go ahead and leave. Man, I would so be looking for a blue ring with all that money.
Yeah, that's the second time he's maxed out.
Yeah, and he's taken a couple deaths. Then that's really been the difference of this game is he's just taken a couple of really heartbreaking deaths. Oh, it's a quad shooter blue dark nut room at that. Gonna continue on though through West DM.
Randomizer said, I'll see your blue dark nuts and raise you quad shooters.
At least they're health droppers. Yeah, I totally understand not clearing this room unless you have to. Yeah, but then of course, then you find out you have to.
Oh, and she takes a death.
One! The last one! Oh, God. I wonder if she even goes back in, or maybe she might just leave this until last. Oh, buys a potion, okay.
Cheap red potion.
Yep, and then probably gonna go get another health refill and then go back in there. Don't have the all 8 bombs this time though, but she only used 3 bombs last time. And arguably should have had it. We are also quickly running out of spots for level 1 to be.
Yes, we are.
BBQ has now done all of Death Mountain except for Spectacle Rock.
Actually, if I believe correctly, I believe 1 is wrath blocked.
If it's not here, I think you're right. And it's not. Wow. Are we going to have 4 overworld blocks by 3 different overworld blocking items?
I think we are.
Hey, white sword.
So now if we mash buttons, we got mags damage.
You know what's funny though is chat at the very beginning said that the sword was going to be at the East DM open cave. And it wasn't the wood sword, but they both could have had that white sword a long time ago if they would have went up there first.
Yes, and it's funny because BBQ, I know after watching him quite a bit over the last year, that's one of his last areas he checks.
Just does get the Triforce out of level 7. she's heading up through the grave, so she'll find level 2 here in a minute.
Oh, chat saying, according to BBQ's tracker on his stream, that he only has the recorder and 2 raft spots left, so we are definitely raft blocked for 1.
So now the game becomes, where is that raft? It's gotta be in level 8. Level 8's the only dungeon that we don't have items out of. Because it obviously can't be in 1 unless we have a broken seed.
What are you gonna find quicker, the raft or Carmen Sandiego?
Alright, so BBQ's in the 7. We know that there's no items in here. The item in 7 was the Coast Heart. It might even be right here. I know it was really early. Yep. So, BBQ now up to 10, so he's 1 heart away from a Mag's 50-50 Mag's chance. If he goes into that blue Dark Nut room early, he might try to clear it earlier with the white sword and the wand, because like you were saying, if you can swing them both at the same time, the game will combine damage, and you can do Mag's damage, which makes it a little easier to deal with those. Yes, Mags in this flag set are 11 or 12 hearts, not the usual 10 to 14.
Yes, chat. He did buy the bottle of red potion.
So Jess is looking for the item in this too. Gonna be disappointed when she finds the wand. Yeah, the flute tune, I am terrible with name that tune, so... Tracy is saying you are correct, but I always trust Tracy's call on those. Yep, blue boomerang in 2. And Jess should see it here. I think it's in this item. I think it's this room right here.
I lucked out with the tutor tune on a practice seed yesterday, and it was the melody to summon the Dragon Zord from Power Rangers.
I always just leave my tune as vanilla.
Yeah, it brought back some childhood memories of watching that show.
Yeah, I have a friend who is big into that show. Like, even as an adult, he still goes, like, whenever they have Comic-Cons and, like, the actors are there, he'll go and, like, get autographs and stuff.
Yeah, I grew up Ghostbusters and am a major Ghostbusters nerd.
Ah, nice. BBQ, meanwhile, took the transport, found the transport first, but this actually might be good because the compass was up here. So if he finds the compass, that'll get him into that that awful Dark Nut room much quicker. He also, meanwhile, I guess found the 4 heart, because I looked up and now he's at 11 hearts, so he is potentially Mags eligible. For her, way at the top, Tracy's saying, alright. Even when she's not calming, she's calming.
That's right. She's got to keep us in line.
Alright, level 8 for Jess. Now this is what I was anxious to see, is how far she goes in this level 8. Well, she didn't go far at all. She immediately turned around and left. Okay, I get what she's doing. She wants to see, she probably only has this bit of Death Mountain left, so she wants to know if 1 is up here, because if 1 isn't up here, then she knows she has to full clear 8 to find the raft. This makes sense. There's the compass for BBQ, so he knows that he needs to get back to that bottom segment. Up A's though, so he's going to go in there with 3 hearts. Now, like you said, he does have the potion, but he is not going to.
Yeah, and
he's
as
not going to
Chap
be too thrilled about this.
as Chap points out, if she finds an early Triforce in 8, that could drive Jess back to 6, because she never saw the book in 6.
That's true. And she saw a lot of 6, so she probably doesn't have a whole lot left. But the math says stay in 8. Now what I could see is if she found an early item in 8 and then an early Triforce to make it a 50-50. Ooh, I would have that potion at the ready. I would just use that potion because these blue darknuts do 2 hearts of damage. Oh, okay. Now you can switch back to the wand or the bombs. BBQ saw the book, but the book is useless in this flag set, so he did not pick it up, but he saw it.
BBQ not chancing it, gonna use that first dose.
Yeah, I don't blame him. He's one shot to the dark nuts. Alright, that was a much quicker 7 for BBQ, so made up a little bit of time there. Still considerably behind. Got to get back to 5 and 6. And obviously 8. He's whistling somewhere. White sword for Jess. He whistled back to 3, so I think he's making either a 5 or 6 play at this point. Probably 5, because he knows what the item is in 6, so he's probably going to go to 5 first.
Yeah, that's what I would suggest, which he will like when he sees that it's the bow.
Because he's got to know bow and raft have to be in 5 and 8, because he's seen all the other items. So unless 8 is like the super dungeon that has both items, then yeah.
Eight'll have the raft, and then one's gonna have the red ring and the any key.
If 1 has the red ring and the any key, then that's a really good level 1. But the thing is, if there's an early Triforce in 1, well, both runners are still looking for silver, so they're still going to full clear 1, unless silvers are in 8. Jess in level 8. I suspect she is not leaving here without items. Well, she should know at this point that she needs the raft. I 99% sure that her overworld is completely clear as well.
BBQ grabs the Triforce and is done.
Oh, she picked the clock up, but there's another wall master. I don't think she can hit it. Oh. Nah, didn't hurt her too much.
I don't know what's worse, when that happens or when you get hit by the bubble into the wall master and get taken all the way back.
Or the shooters, whenever it's like a quad shooter room with bubbles or something, yeah. Oh, she almost got grabbed right there, too. This is the one nice thing about Heart Shuffle being off, though, is you're basically just looking for push blocks at this point. No need to kill a whole bunch of awful Wizro brooms if you don't have to.
Ooh, that's a beefy 6.
Yeah, 6 is huge. And the Triforce is up, I believe it's going to be like under the O for BBQ.
8's pretty beefy too. That's a
8 is... Yeah. I did not think it'd be that big with as large as level 7 was. Oh, there's our map of 6. Is 6 larger than 8? I'm trying to do the math real quick in my head while also watching the players run, but... This is a potential push block for Jess. There's a 50-50 chance that this is our item. One of our items. BBQ up a saves. Maybe trying to save scum a potion? I think he's heading to level 8. However, level 8 is also Wizrobes. Still sitting on max rupees. I would have bought a red ring so long ago. Or a blue ring, I mean. You can't buy the red ring, but a blue ring. There's the raft for Jess. Now she's just looking for a Triforce. And she'd probably like to see the other item. But I don't know... I don't know how much you keep digging if you find the Triforce first, being that it's a Wizrobe enemy set. Oh, there's the other item. Oh, and it's silvers! Wow!
That puts Jess in go mode.
The shame of it was that BBQ found 8 first and just couldn't get anywhere in here. But if he could have full cleared this the first time he was in, that could have been the opening that he needed to get to try to get even here. But yeah, I think as of right now, it looks like Jess is firmly in the lead. Did he have to combat the full clears? He took a death and then left. But he saw a number of rooms before he died. I mean, he wasn't like deep in here, but he saw probably like 5 or 6 rooms before he died. Probably more than that. Probably like 6 or 8 rooms. Yeah, he didn't have the white sword yet either. Alright, now Jess is probably going to have to maybe start clearing some of these Wizrobe rooms, looking just strictly for a Triforce. Anything as a drop room. This is Silver's. This is the Silver's room for BBQ.
Yes, it is.
So, he would definitely like to see this. Especially since he doesn't even have wood arrows yet. And the raft is just 1 room short, 1 room south of here.
And now I would
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, chat's pointing out, it's very good that he found that first. Because otherwise, oh, is this a transport? I thought the raft was south. Oh, no, don't... Yeah.
I think
he already knows that the raft's here. Oh, okay. Well, this only takes you 1 room away. Alright, and luckily it didn't send him down a rabbit hole. Oh, well, this might. Nah, you still gotta go back over that way. And if this is the Triforce, it actually might be good, because then you could, Nope. Oh, don't up it. Oh, no! You were so close to the raft. Oh. That is not what you want to see if you're in Camp BBQ and want to see him try to get back in this. He was 1 room away. But if you're in the want to see a Game 3 camp, which we all love Game 3s.
Which at this point would be Wisdom.
Triforce for Jess, Compass for BBQ, so this should save him some time, because he won't be clearing a bunch of rooms unnecessarily.
Yeah, but I'm worried he's just going to clear on the way to the dungeon, I mean over to the Triforce, and it's knowing that it's right, he was right there.
Yeah. Well, he's only a couple rooms away from the Triforce at start, so... I mean, he's not leaving here without the raft. He knows the raft's in here. It's just a matter of how long it's going to take him to get back to that northwest corner. Level 1 at 1Q4. We knew it would be one of the 2 raft spots. He's gonna take... Okay. Right. Well, okay. If you clear the room, it won't respawn because the ghost will keep it alive. Or keep it from respawning. Map of level 1. It is segmented.
Looks like a broken 1.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking myself, it almost looks like a number 1. Compass. Okay, we're 1 room away. I wonder if we even clear anything extra just to see if we could get maybe a red ring or an any key, which we have 9 keys, but... This is either going to be a transport or an item. Oh, it's the boomerang. The wooden boomerang.
That's Jess's favorite item.
Oh, bomb upgrade. That's kind of nice to find, and it's a +5. BBQ, meanwhile, still in this level 8 and on the complete wrong side of the map. And unfortunately finding rooms that look like they should push. But with that, that is Jess's Triforce complete. She has her ticket to level 9, gets Slamooed back to level 1. Alright, we are heading into 9. You want to tell us what we're looking for there, mainly?
Yes, we are going to be looking for a roar in a door. Link is trying to find that Ganon room, and Jess will be able to see her life will change to roar when she's one room away from and it could be northeast, south, or west.
Well, there's an old man that would have told us potentially where Zelda was. Ah, it's Wizrobes in 9? Why do I feel like Wizrobes have been in like every dungeon tonight?
It seems like it.
Not a push block. We're going to have to spend a key. Oh, and we're going to have to spend another key. Oh, Wizrobes are forced to be a 9. Yeah, we should have known that. I forgot that. And that's also our forced patcher then, because patchers are forced in here. Alright, BBQ back where he needs to be. This is the raft room. And he is going to realize that he was one room away when he got silvers, and probably we will hear the face palm from our homes, I am sure.
Yeah, he almost full cleared that 8.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Is unfortunate. It's not even a straight, direct path to that Triforce. You got to go out and around. But he won't have to clear the room again. It will just be a matter of walking in and getting it.
Yeah, and it's going to be a very big uphill climb because he still has to go back in and dig 6 to
6.
find.
He's got to get the level 1. Now you can't even really whistle to anywhere. He's going to try to whistle somewhere, but there's not really any place to whistle to that you're close to level 1. Yeah, 7's the closest.
So now, when you're in 9, Dem, what are you a stairs or are you a clear then take stairs?
It depends on if I'm still looking for silvers. If I'm looking for silvers, then I take every staircase I can find. If I already have silvers and I'm just looking for Ganon and Zelda, then I walk as far as I can until I can't go any further, and then I will come back. I'll just like take whatever the first transport I see then, once I come to a stopping point. But that's always been my strategy. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I'm like, well, we'll take him this time. So BBQ's in 1 now.
Ooh. Neither runner with a ring, so combat is going to be an issue in this 9. Especially every time you have to up A back to start, or if you take a death, because then you're respawning with 3 hearts, and Wizrobes can do 2 to 4 hearts of damage. Yeah, any key pickup for BBQ in level 1 just did not get that. Had plenty of keys coming in, but has spent quite a few. That's another heart for BBQ, so that's going to guarantee him mags if he wants to make the trek back for them. Red candle in 9.
I think he does go for it because he has to go back over to 6, and from 6 he's only a couple screens and a screen scroll away.
Yep. Yeah, I wouldn't blame him. Yeah, so red candle in 9, and we can also mark red ring in 9 because that's the only item left at this point. Now, if I knew the red ring was in 9 and I didn't have any ring at all, then I might also start taking transports or staircases just to try to find that ring. BBQ gonna do the same thing Jess did, see if he can find... I gotta think the only thing he's looking for is the ring at this point. Because the only two useful items really left coming in here was the any key and the red ring. And he already saw the any key.
Yeah, and he just saw the boomerang there, so he's like, I'm out of here.
Yep. He has full item knowledge at this point. He knows what's in level 9 as well. So he might actually start jumping in transports if he can get the 9. Just meanwhile, here's the roar. And we have doors all around us. So Ganon has to be accessible from here. Not to the south, though. That is a single shutter, though. Hopefully she took note of that. That could be our door to Zelda. We have Ganon, and Ganon's also blocking a shutter. That could also be our door to Zelda. Immediate potion from Jess. 8 swings of the white sword to take Ganon down. That's 1. 2. Oh, did not get the stun lock. That's, I was going to say, that's the same pose. That's going to be... Well, that was the same pose, so you can tell by his pose what side he's going to spawn on. He's going to spawn on the other side with that pose. That's the wrong pose, too. Nope. She is not getting any of these 50-50s. This is painful.
She's not getting any love tonight.
Had to do it the old-fashioned way and just 8
but with
single
that,
swings.
We have bacon.
Oh, that is not... There's that single shutter door just right down. That was a key. You got 6 keys. You're probably good. Might have been worth firing 1 silver arrow just to go grab another key, though. Okay, BBQ's still looking for the Triforce. He doesn't even know the Triforce is...
There it is!
Away. It was that single shutter door. I kept saying. Oh, no! Hold on to those GGs, chat! We gotta find a workaround.
Oh, we have a blocked with Zelda.
Meanwhile, this is the Triforce room for BBQ, so he's going to at least complete his Triforce. But get your GGs in chat for jessandy8. Finishing with an official race time, that GG time of 1 hour, 17 minutes, 58 seconds. BBQ going to just DNF out, so we will get some invites out, and we are joined by jessandy. Congratulations and GG.
I definitely don't feel powerful.
I am so glad that you rolled that instead of me, because I came back. I was downstairs getting a drink, and then I came up and saw that you had typed in chat asking me to roll it. But yeah, after seeing every overworld block, all 3 ways, recorder, raft, and power bracelet. I was like, ah.
And on first quest Overworld 2, having 4 dungeons being blocked is absolutely nuts.
Yes. We are also joined by our runner-up tonight, BBQ. GG's just did not go your way tonight, BBQ.
Hey, no, thanks, guys. GG's, Jess. I thought the power flags were supposed to be the fast ones. My God.
I thought so
mean.
too.
This was so mean.
The best part is, BBQ, you missed the best thing at the very end.
Oh no! Well, it can't be a bait blocked Zelda because we had a quasi required bait block in 3.
No, but it was a blocked Zelda.
Oh no, was she in a shoot?
Yeah.
She was in a shoot.
Oh!
I had my finger hovering over the done button as I was walking through that door from the left, and I'm just like, "You've got to be kidding me!"
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you said that because I just made a save state in my emulator. I'll go back sometime tomorrow because I've got all 8 Triforces now. I was on when you finished, I was in the room where 6's Triforces was, and that was my last one. So I can go back and see. So I may do that tomorrow.
I think I died like 3 times in 6 trying to get that Triforce early.
Oh, I think I was in 6. So I went to 5 and 6 at some point to farm for keys because I was key block out of 3 and 4, and I typically don't like buying keys if I don't have to, especially because I didn't know where red ring was. I didn't know if I had to buy blue ring, and so I went to 5 and 6 mainly to try to get keys so I could do 3 and 4, and I felt like I was in 6 4 different times.
BBQ, I was kind of surprised that you never went and bought the blue ring because you were maxed out on rupees for a good long time, and we kept speculating on what you were going to spend them on, and we kept thinking like, blue ring. But
I was thinking about it, but then I saw where it was. I think it was the rare shot. It was either on Death Armos or it was over by the grave. It was not anywhere convenient to go pick up.
Gotcha.
And by that point, I felt behind because, I get it would sort at 18 minutes, and I'm like, oh god, not a great start, and just couldn't do anything in the levels I did find. So I felt like I was kind of behind the 8 ball for the past 45 minutes, and I kind of felt like I was behind and needed to catch up and gamble more on combat, which in some of these dungeons was not that easy.
Yeah. At what point did you get the white sword, BBQ?
Let's see, 50 something minutes. Of course it was on Death Mountain, because of course it was. And I
I was 56 minutes. Sounds like we got it around the same time then.
You guys were just a few minutes apart to that. You know what's funny is our chat at the very beginning was calling out the wood sword being in that cave, and it ended up being the white sword. But with white sword, you guys had hearts. You could have gotten the white sword really early if you would have gone up there. And so we had a good laugh about that.
Yeah, no, and that's
chat. Work on your curses.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if that's where white sword was going to be, I was going to be late to it because I typically don't route in DM early. And part of the reason I knew where 3, 4, 5, and 6 were even after I had white sword, even after I had wood sword. But one of the reasons I didn't dive those dungeons as aggressively as maybe I should have was because I was looking for white sword. I was looking for one because I was like, surely with so many overworld checks and so many candle spots left to burn, surely one of those will be there, and absolutely not.
No, I ended up buying 2 keys from the cheap key shop early after I got my sword, but I'd seen 3, 4, 5, 6, and then dove into 3, got ladder, had enough keys to get into 4, and got wand, which helped a lot with some of the combat, except for the dungeons, which there was a lot of bad wizzy rooms.
Yeah, there was that 1 in 8 that I was praying I didn't have to do. Thankfully, I didn't, but I felt like I was late to ladder, and I felt like that made me and I got recorded at 40 minutes. So at that point, I was like, well, Jess probably has had this for 15 minutes by now, so I need to hit the gas. So, but then again, the longer I kept digging levels, I was like, well, maybe this sucks for both of us. I don't know.
So you definitely had to have felt behind a little bit when you got that sword at like 18 minutes, huh?
Yeah, I mean, yes and no. I did because, obviously I would have loved to have that 10 minutes earlier. And, I looked at the clock when I was digging the Lost Woods. I was like, yeah, if it's here, then 18-minute wood sword, not great. But then again, it was in that far bottom left corner, and that's bad for both of us. So we were both going to be late-ish. So that made me feel a little better. If it was under like a power bracelet spot that I skipped early, if it was under where level 2 was, and I didn't go there right away, I would have felt really bad. But my guess is we were both a little late to that.
Oh, to the wood sword?
Yeah.
I had mine, I think, just over 10 minutes.
Okay, yeah. So I was late, but it could have been so much worse if it was like the Spectacle Rock Cave or something.
Well, you got the Triforce out of level 2 before you even got the before you even had the sword. I'll tell you the one thing in this seed that I thought we were going to hear you facepalm from our own houses was whenever you were one room away from the raft in level 8 and you up-A'd back to start, and we all went, oh.
Because it was a kind of, I didn't want to, I think I was low on bombs at that point when I'd taken the transport stair that takes you one room. My thought was I would go down and I would surely there'd be a door to the right that I could bomb and I could go check that little segment, but no. And at that point I looked at the map and I was like, I would love to complete this, but there's too many rooms over on the right side that I haven't seen, and I just played the odds. And of course, it was the one room under Silver's where the raft was, and that probably cost me a few minutes.
Yep.
Looks like 5, actually. But GG's, Jess.
Let's do it again, BBQ.
Yeah, we're gonna do it again. So game 3, I figured this would go 3. Jess is too good for me to sweep. So we're doing it tomorrow night, 8 p.m. It's on the schedule, so if anyone's interested in volunteering for it, please feel free to sign up. There's a bunch of races this weekend to get us down from the round of 16 to the round of 8. So
nice.
There'll be a lot of opportunity. If folks are interested in volunteering, there's plenty of opportunities to do it. If folks are interested in watching this weekend, well, you're in luck because there's a lot of races.
Well, hopefully tomorrow night's game 3 is as exciting as your last game 3 BBQ, where you guys entered level 9 5 seconds apart. So
that's right, yeah. And I'm still amazed I got past Yumi, because but we know what flags it is now. It's the wisdom flags, which there's a potential for a lot of variability because this makes First Quest Overworld, and it just. Anything can happen in game 3, so it's going to be great. And I'm looking forward to it.
Shuffle.
Yeah. Full heart shuffle. It's could be all sorts of shenanigans. So really, really looking forward to it. GG's, Jess. This was really well done. This was a hard seed.
GG's BBQ, and thanks again, Dion and mainly for the comms and Camion for the tracking. Appreciate it.
Yeah, ditto. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Remember to pick up
I just put everybody's links. I just put everybody's links in chat, so make sure you go drop everyone a follow if you liked this kind of content, because I think this is mostly what all of us play and run on our Twitch streams, is if not Zelda specifically, then other retro games. So, but yeah, with that, I think we will start wrapping up. We do have another race starting here in about a half an hour, so that way we can vacate the channel and let them come in and start getting everything set up. Does anybody have any last thoughts before we sign off?
No, just GG's, guys, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow night. I've already volunteered, so I get to be front and center for game 3 between you two.
Awesome. I'll just say...
GG's again, and thanks everybody. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Awesome. And thank you to chat for hanging out. Thank you to SpeedGaming for giving us use of their channel. Thank you to the runners, and thank you mainly. This is the first time I've commed with you, but I had a lot of fun, and hopefully we do it again. But with that, we will sign off, and like I said, stick around. We have another race starting in a half an hour at the top of the hour. That is between Mercs, Money Mercs, and Caffey JD. On the call, you've got Boof and Boom, Tracy M, and our wonderful tracker tonight, Camion, is also sticking around to track that race as well. So, with that, have a great rest of your evening.